Well,
Like,
we
I
don't
don't
that
get it. I think women are too, like, we have a biological impulse to be nurturing, but sometimes I think we give it to the wrong thing. I'm not about to nurture you through getting some other woman's name tatted on you when you had 22 years to do it. You're not gonna
but a
stand
part
behind
of
me if I
him
lost my
getting it, a
significant
part of
other and I'm like, babe, let me go get his name tatted on me. That would look crazy. But us women, we just supposed to be dumb and we supposed to just put up with whatever. Because yes, let's be supportive. Like, nah, that's just my
so
opinion though, you know.
that well, yeah,
I'm not that
obviously,
tolerant of
it's
certain
the
things.
I can tell. It may be, well, yeah, I can tell. I can tell.
My
But
man don't
all
have
women,
tattoos. This ain't
our
my
women,
situation. I'm not bitter. I'm not
all
hurt.
women, well,
I can't relate.
but that might, some people might consider that weird, that as a woman you can't relate to another woman's compassion without it being negative. Like, to me, that comes across like, why is it so hard for you to look at it from a positive perspective than making it all out to
Where's
be
that
a
tattoo of
bad
my
thing?
name? Where's my name at? If my
You're
name get
not
tatted
dead.
first,
You're
that's
not
cool. I don't,
dead.
and I
And you
shouldn't
wouldn't
have to
even
be
be
dead for
here
him
if
to
my
get my
wife,
name
if
tatted
his,
though.
you wouldn't even be here if his wife wasn't dead. So, like,
Why do it
maybe
have to
you
take
should get
somebody
the
to be dead
tattoo.
though to
I'm
show
just kidding. But
appreciation?
Because that's how we work as humans sometimes. You have
Who is we? Who is we?
people in
Because
general. People
I
in
sit
general.
here
You have to meet
every
somebody.
panel and see men clown men for things that if it was a woman, women are defending and saying we need to be more supportive. But when the shoe was on the other foot, these men are saying, no, I kick her to the curb. But
That
y'all
might
but
be
got
this,
the
it.
case, but in this
Y'all
particular
got
case,
it.
it's different
Y'all
when
want, and then
somebody
this is why
dies.
women wonder why it's so easy to get finessed, so easy to get
No,
cheated on and
no,
taken advantage
yeah,
of.
when
I don't wonder
somebody
that.
dies.
And this is not a situation of what a, no, I'm not up here saying what a woman should do. What I'm saying is, if you're going to be with somebody who has a spouse that's passed, you got to be a compassionate person. You got to be a certain type of person. And it seems like he has found that. And I'm not going to be like, oh, she's being disrespected. She's so stupid. She needs, I'm going to be like, well, thank God that he was able to find a woman who clearly works for his situation. And I just don't understand why it's so hard for you to give into that, as opposed to, this is why y'all get finesse. This is like, where is all of that
Because if that was my
coming
mother and I'm
from?
seeing her sit here and go with a man to go get another woman's name tatted, I'm gonna be like, my mom is super weak. I'm sorry. Just is what
It's
it is.
okay
It's
to feel
okay.
like that.
Some of us women are weak. Some of us women are weak over men. That's
As opposed to
how I guess we
strong,
were taught
as
that
opposed to
we were
strong.
supposed to be. You don't have to tolerate everything just because you're a woman.
How
You
is
don't
that?
have
How
to
does that mean
tolerate
that
going
she's
with your man to get
tolerating
a tattoo
everything?
of another woman. You don't have to tolerate that. You don't have to iron your man's clothes so he can go cheat
Right.
with another
So if she
woman.
chooses, so if she's choosing, why won't you leave space for women to be able to make their own decisions soundly and be okay with it? What if she genuinely is choosing it and she is okay with her choice?
She clearly is, but my thing is, women, we're always okay with doing things that I don't feel like are necessarily in our best interest. We'll hold in some type of resentment or some type of grudge after a while. Like, I don't know. And then we do things for men that they wouldn't necessarily do for us. And we're so understanding to a fault. Like, I don't know how we sitting here on going viral because I'm going with you to go get this. Like, I don't care that she's dead. It's the principle. Why you ain't do it when she was alive and y'all were together?
For the same reason that you don't miss somebody that you haven't talked to in 2 or 3 years, but you know that they're still alive. When they die, it's different. You feel differently about it. You feel the gap
I ain't getting
in
nobody name tatted on me because they died.
hmm?
I'm not getting anybody's name tatted on me because they died. I'm not gonna get married to a man and say, hey babe, I need to go get my ex's name tatted on me because I miss him. I want to honor him.
Again, you're speaking from a
And then
place.
we think and then my man's just gonna be like, okay.
Well, we don't know what he would think. We don't know that because it's not a situation that you've
Any
been
man
in.
with self-respect not doing it though.
Why does that? Why is honoring somebody equivalent to your self-respect? Those two things don't go together.
No, why you still
Why are
dwelling
you
in the
marrying me
past?
and you're not healed?
Yeah, why you still dwelling in the past? It's just
That's
the
not.
same
But
thing as
what?
the
That's not
closure.
dwelling.
That
That's
That
is.
not.
is
That's
dwelling.
That
not.
is
But
dwelling.
why? Why are you?
You want
That's
a
dwelling in the
reminder,
past.
a permanent tattoo
Yeah,
that's
you
gonna
you
die with you as your
So if it
reminder.
was his mother, so if his mom passed and he got a
not the
tattoo of his
same
But
mom,
that's
thing.
not his
why?
mother.
Tell
This is
tell
a
me
woman
how
he
it's
was
not the
having
same.
Not the
sex
Tell
with.
me
same.
how it's not. Tell
You
me
don't
That's
how
sleep
it's
with
not
your
not.
the
mama.
same.
Don't yell at me, Slimmy.
That's
How
not
is
the
that not?
same. I'm not
How is
yelling.
that not? How is that you
My,
did?
my, my,
How
my
is
voice
that?
is the same
How
as
is
yours.
no? It wasn't.
Yes, it
How is that?
is.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it is. I said that's not the
Wasn't.
same. It was more emphasis. I'm
Quentin,
not
did you
yelling at
check your
you.
decibels?
I'm not yelling at you. I just
Oh,
said
I
it's
got it
not
on
the
my
same.
chat.
Don't get testy because you don't like what
I'm
somebody
I'm I'm
challenging you.
I'm not
You
I'm not
challenge
test
people every show.
I'm not testy at all. I'm not testy at all. I'm just saying you didn't have to yell, but it's all good. I'll keep going. I'm just saying it's not necessarily different if somebody's significant pa- if somebody significant passed away, like somebody who you're married to. I don't know if they had kids. I don't know, like that is significant. And again, maybe you all should not marry somebody who lost someone. That's why I said the same thing. I don't know if I could be that type of person,
No, it's
but
not
somebody
about
but somebody somebody who lost someone is going
are
to
you
need someone who
healed?
does not
Everybody
have
loses somebody, Carrie. Are you healed from it? If you're still in the grieving process, I don't think as a woman I should be taking on that task to help you
you.
through this because this is out of my league. I can't
But
this is something
in that
sometimes men need to handle things on their own.
well in
He looked for a woman because he needed a void filled. I don't even think he loves her. Like, come on.
Wow,
You love
y'all
a
are
woman.
just
You're not gonna say, come
y'all
with
are
me to go
just
get this
is y'all are
tattoo of my ex. I don't
very
care if she's
just
deceased.
apathetic, like period.
No,
I feel like
stop.
the world would be
You can't
happier
do
if they
stuff
were a
like
little
that
bit
because
I
more
somebody
I
is
I
attached to
I
don't have
can't
the
somebody.
I
same
can't
sentiments as you.
Slimmy, that's I can say that because that's my
No, you
opinion.
can't because you
I
don't know that.
did.
You don't know
That's my
that.
Why are
opinion.
you
Yeah,
You
yelling at
don't
her?
know that.
that's what you're showing.
No, that's
You're
not.
showing that. Yes,
No,
you
that's
are.
not. That's
Yes,
not,
you
I
Carrie.
are.
No, it's
I
not,
know
Carrie.
that I
That's
know
what
It's
you're
that
not. It's
showing.
not.
any
No, it's
you're
not.
any
Regardless of
woman.
if you would do it or not, you guys are totally turning this into something like you just can't understand at all, where she could just be
I
like she's
can't.
cool with it.
I
She's
can't.
okay with it. It
any
My
might
brain
not.
any
can't.
any chick that's gonna be around me or that's gonna be in my life, they're gonna have to acknowledge the goat. They're gonna have to acknowledge the unicorn. And so um I understand where everybody is coming from, but I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I just genuinely don't give a fuck about what nobody think. I'm gonna get a tattoo, and any chick that's gonna be with me or around me, she just gonna have to acknowledge the woman that I was with that ultimately played a huge role in who it is that I became today. And so,
Who's the
if my
goat?
woman, Rita,
He's talking about Rita.
Oh,
I'm looking at her right now.
I'm just kidding.
And so, for me personally, um, I don't know. Maybe it's different for me because I don't give a fuck about what nobody be thinking. I just be doing whatever it is that I want to do. I do what I want to do now. I'm gonna do what I want to do. God forbid if anything was to ever happen to her. Um, yeah, absolutely, she could get tatted, and I'm tatted on her.
Her?
And huh?
What happened?
I said I'm tatted on her. Like I'm on her, all over her, signature everywhere. And I mean, it just is what it is. Like, I just feel like any woman that got to come into my life, she gonna have to do some extraordinary shit in order to even be around me in the first place. You got big shoes to fill. You got high expectations of you, considering the person that didn't play the role in my life up to this point. So if you're gonna play a role in my life, you got big shoes to fill, and she absolutely can get tatted. And I'm gonna expect for my any new girl that come into my life to show the same level of respect. She gonna have to acknowledge her.
So
My turn. My turn.
if a woman comes
Been
into
yelling
your
for
life,
10 minutes.
so if
I
what?
understand where honestly, realistically, I understand where everybody is coming from. Molly is coming from the lens that she don't want to have to deal with certain things. Carrie similarly have the same perspective as Molly because Carrie said that it would take a special woman to be with a guy that's in that situation. And she doesn't know if she would be able to do it also. But Carrie is saying she's also considerate, but she can understand why somebody would do it. Kim is coming from the perspective that she would support it 100% and go with the guy to go and get it. I don't know what Ray's perspective is. So I understand it from every lens. And I'm also considerate at the fact that everybody got preferences and everybody got things that they could and couldn't deal with. I have no problem with that whatsoever. What I'm saying that is, and I've already admitted it, Rita will tell you, I am a lot to deal with. I am a very, like a whole lot to deal with. I have a lot of toxicity that I take out in a lot of beautiful ways. And you know, it's a lot of things that come along with being with a person that's like me. There's other guys that are a lot more simple. They don't have as crazy of a life. I'm about to catch a solo flight tomorrow by myself, doing what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. And my girl's very supportive and she gonna pack my bags when I go. So I am a different type of guy. I move differently. I do what the fuck I want to do, and I don't have the same lens or the perspectives that everybody has. So, with that being said, I would probably get a tattoo if I wanted it when I'm with whoever it is that I'm with, and I don't give a fuck about whether or not she gonna say yes or no. I'm going to do it, and if you don't like it, then you just ain't gonna be with me. I
So
don't care.
can a woman get a tattoo of her
No,
ex? Exactly.
which is
Exactly.
why I say that I understand
Exactly.
it. But wait, this is why I say I understand it from everybody's perspective, because Molly is right to an extent. Men and women are different, and I don't expect for it to be equal in every single way. Women are afforded a level of grace in a lot of other ways that men aren't afforded a level of grace. But no, I am very territorial and I am very possessive, but I'm expecting a woman to be with me to be very, very submissive and understand the direction that I'm taking her in, understanding that she's going to benefit as a result of being with me. So no, I don't want a partner. I want a chick that's going to be around me that moves according to my ways, and I'm going to set the precedent, and this is how we going. And so no, I don't look at it like, well, you can't do it if I do it. No, you can't do the same shit that I do. And I'm not going to ever tolerate you ever honoring another man. I understand that you may be grieving. I may understand that you may be going through some shit, but I'm also not going to be going with you to get a tattoo of another man on you because that's not what men do. So I get it. I get it from everybody's lens. I don't have any criticism for anybody that have preferences. But no, I'm not going to do it, or I'm not going to allow for her to do it. Or actually, I am. I would allow for her to do it. I'm just not going to be with her. However, I wouldn't be mad at a woman that said that I don't want to be with you because it will be a double standard when you're with me as a man. It has to be a double standard because I'm a man. So I don't know. That's how I see it.
I'm a part
And
of
that's
the.
fair. Different strokes for different folks.
I'm a
But
part of the sympathetic crew.
mm-mm.
I'm understanding, but I wouldn't tolerate it myself.
I'm on the fence with it, honestly. I don't see anything wrong with them getting a tattoo, but I don't think another woman has to be present for that. Like that should be a moment for you, and then you go ahead and you get in a relationship with someone after the fact. I think it's just putting somebody in a weird position to ask somebody, "Hey, can you be with me while I go ahead and get this tattoo of my deceased wife?" It's just like if you're gonna do it. But I think it's kind of weird to ask someone to be present for that.
Okay.
I
I
don't
think that
think
shit is
that
strange
I
overall.
think that women have rules for men that they settle for. I don't think it would be a big deal if that's the guy that you really want to be with. I think that you rolling.
I say, how bad you want to be with me? Because go ahead, do what you want to do. But me, I gotta let you be with somebody who can look at that every day, and that's okay.
I'm with it.
Perfectly okay.
I don't understand how people not getting closure before they get in other relationships, man.
I might not
Why do
ever
you
have
need
closure.
closure?
I'm still gonna be with you, and I'm
You
still
say
gonna
what,
fuck.
Molly?
No, I'm just saying, I don't know why people look for closure. Just move on.
I'm not ever look, and that's the thing that I don't understand. I'm not looking for closure. I liked my chick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for closure at all. But if you want to be around me, you just gonna have to understand that this is the baggage that come along with it. I don't know why people like. I don't know. I just think that rules only apply for people that don't have that subject themselves to what other people think. I don't subject myself to rules, and I think that women is still will still go, I just that's just what it is. So I think that people settle for what they can get, and other people do what they want. I think that there's guys out there that would absolutely love on y'all and would bend the knee to y'all. I'm just not one of them.
Wait, I love weed as a dude. I thought that was a woman. What the fuck?
So, mm-mm. I mean, maybe y'all would do it. I don't know. Quentin never said what he would do.
No, he
I
said
did just say
he
what I
gonna
would
go.
do. I said I understand it, but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't
You
allow it
wouldn't get
if I did.
attacked
No, I no. Would I get a tat of a woman?
of a hypothetically deceased spouse.
Would I do it? No. I'm
Why you
like
say you was in the
like what?
sympathetic crew then?
Because I understand. Like you can understand stuff that you wouldn't do. Like there's a whole I'm really understand. There's a whole bunch of shit I understand that I don't condone or that I would do myself, but I understand it. Are you confused?
I don't understand how people in the chat say percentages, AD, odds, or whatever. The thing I'm always trying to figure out, in a general sense, and maybe I'm going down a different path before I end the show and read the super chats, is how many women do y'all need? Like, if you find a chick that rock out with whatever yo quirks and whatever it is that you are, and she just lay your like, what do y'all mean odds and stuff? Like, do you need all 4 billion women on the earth, or do you just need one or two or three that will rock out with whatever it is that you're rolling with? How many? I don't understand that part.
What are you
Mm.
asking again?
Because people are always saying like, well, it's not a whole lot of women that'll tolerate it. I'm not looking for a whole lot of them. I'm just looking for like the one
One.
or two that would tolerate it, right? So what I'm saying is, how many do y'all need? And the reason that I say that is because like every day I see a weird ass couple, right? And I'll be thinking to myself, like it could be a guy that got purple hair and is shaved on one side, and then it'll be a chick that just match him and whatever the fuck weirdness that she is. I went to the where was we at? We was at that space the other day, and I seen a black guy and he's sitting there and he got a snake on his fucking around his neck. He looked like Lil Yachty. And the chick, she pretty as hell, but she pregnant as fuck, and she got a tattoo under her eye, and she just weird as fuck, just like him. And I'll be thinking to myself, I wonder how they met. Like, how did they know that they was both weird at the same time? And
Mhm.
so that then begs the question a lot of times that what are these odds that y'all playing? How many different people do you need that matches whatever it is that you're looking for? And why is it so difficult for most people to find what it is that they want? When I see people every single day that is outside that is matching each other, or they meet the expectations, or she weird and he weird, or he overly dominant and she's super submissive, or he's super beta and she's super dominant, but it works. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that there's a basic blueprint for what success looks like, but a lot of people are together, and I just be wondering, like, how do they know each other? And why are people always talking about all of these women as the odds, and they got to go on 1,000 different dates to figure out what they want? I don't understand that shit.
Like when it comes to like weird people being together, like I know like relationships and like lasting and like holding something together is more than this, but like just the want to do something is a lot. I just want you want to be with me, I want to be with you. Fuck all of this bullshit. Like just that
Yeah,
want
people just
is
do
a
it.
lot.
Well, those
I,
people find each other because they go to the same like weird conferences and bookstores and
so
apothecaries.
maybe everybody is just in the house that be complaining then.
I think most people don't know what they want, truthfully. I think they have an idea of it, but they're not completely solid on what it is that they want through and through. And on top of that, they're not sure about what negative traits they can tolerate in a person. Like everybody's always going for well, this is my ideal person, this is my perfect person,
But
but
do
knowing
you know what you won't tolerate until you in it? Because like for example, let's say for example somebody say, well, these are not my non-negotiables, and I'll be like, well, how do you know what your non-negotiable is until you already have started, until you with the person? Because I found that people change their non-negotiables depending on who they with. So
right.
like I'll give you an example. I think that the easiest way to do it is you out and about, you liking somebody, they like you back, y'all just fuck with each other, and y'all just going and you just start just doing shit. Is that simple to me? I don't know. I don't understand.